Bystrzyca Kłodzka is a city in the Lower Silesian Voivodeship in Poland. It is famous for its historical buildings and is an important tourist center. It has a population of 10,652 and is located on the Nysa Kłodzka and Bystrzyca Łomnicka rivers. Geography: Bystrzyca Kłodzka lies near the Kłodzko Valley, at the feet of the Sudetes. It is located at the junction of Nysa Kłodzka and Bystrzyca Łomnicka rivers. History: the area of today's Bystrzyca Kłodzka has been inhabited at least for 6 millennia. During the times of the Roman Empire, the Celts have established numerous permanent settlements in the area of Kłodzko on the Amber Road. There are also numerous archaeological excavations of Lusatian culture remnants in the area. The German town of Habelschwert was founded by Gallus of Lamberg next to a Slavic village on the trade route leading through the Sudetes in the mid-13th century. It was granted the so-called Western Law. On 4 July 1319, John of Luxembourg, king of the Romans, later king of Bohemia, granted the village vast autonomy and a right to construct city walls. The first noted mayor of Habelschwert was Jacob Rucker. The town was constructed almost from scratch. First, the city walls were erected with 3 gates and several towers. Then the market square was planned on a slope and the mayor house was constructed. Most of the Gothic architecture was preserved and the town is now considered one of the classical examples of medieval architecture. The town started to grow rapidly. It was granted with several other privileges, among them the right to trade with salt, spices and fabric. The town initially belonged to the Grafschaft Glatz Duchy of Kłodzko, a fief of Bohemia. It shared the fate of the nearby city of Glatz Kłodzko and developed rapidly until the advent of the Hussite Wars in the 15th century. The wars left the town depopulated by plagues, partially burnt and demolished by several consecutive floods. In 1475 a great fire destroyed the town completely. In 1567 the area became a fief of the Habsburg dynasty, though the local dukes retained the powers. It was not until the 16th century when the local economy went back on tracks. Both Habelschwert and the surrounding villages were gradually repopulated, mostly with settlers from central Germany and Lesser Poland. Because of major Lutheran influences, it became one of the regional centers of Protestantism. In the late 16th century, the new city house was built and many of the houses were rebuilt in Renaissance style. The town also built several facilities like paved roads and sewer system. However, the 30 Years' War and other conflicts of the Counter-Reformation damaged the city and ended the period of prosperity. On 14 February 1745, Prussian General Hans von Lewald defeated Austrian forces of Georg Oliver von Wallace near the city. During the Silesian Wars, Habelschwert came under Prussian rule. In the War of the Bavarian Succession, skirmishes from the Prussian and Austrian armies fought there, and one of the blockhouses caught fire, resulting in the destruction of most of the town in mid-January 1779. Soon afterwards it was captured by forces of Napoleon Bonaparte and housed a French garrison until 1813. Although it was made a county capital in 1818, it was also struck by high taxes. It was not until the mid-19th century when the city fully recovered. The city house was yet again rebuilt, the city moat and parts of the city walls were leveled and the city expanded into new areas. After 1877 Habelschwert was connected to Glatz and Breslau by railroad. In 1885, Habelschwert had a population of 5,597, while by 1939 it rose to 6,877. The end of the 19th century saw the whole Glatzatal turn into one of the most popular tourist regions. Countless hotels, sanatoria and spa were opened to the public in the nearby towns of Glatz, Bad Reinhardt and Bad Landeck, as well as in the town itself. The area of former duchy became a popular place among the rich bourgeoisie of Breslau, Berlin, Vienna and Krakow. During World War II, Habelschwert was spared the fate of other German cities that were leveled to the ground. There were no important industrial centers in the area, and most of the Klotzko Valley was not captured by the Red Army until after the capitulation of Germany. Following the Potsdam Conference, the region was placed under Polish administration and ethnically cleansed. The native German populace was expelled and replaced with the Polish expellees from the territories annexed by the Soviet Union. On 28 June 1972, the Catholic parishes of Bystrzyca Kłodzka were redeployed from the traditional Radek-Królewé diocese into the Archdiocese of Wrocław. Between 1975 and 1998, Bystrzyca belonged to the Wałbrzych Voivodeship. It continued to be one of the principal mountain resorts of the area, thanks to its historical landmarks as well as virgin landscapes. Bystrzyca Kłodzka remains one of the most popular centers of tourism and winter sports in Lower Silesia. Notable residents: Titus Ulrich, German poet; Hermann Stair, German poet; Andreas Honisch, German cleric; Georg Katzer, German composer; Klaus Neumann, German sportsman; Jan Luij, Polish blacksmith who created the Arbeit macht frei sign over Auschwitz. International relations. Twin towns. Sister cities. Bystrzyca Kłodzka is twinned with